Actually, I don't have. I cannot explain when I hold this. Honestly, maybe I'm gonna cry if I win the world champion. I don't know.
Well, time will tell. Like I said, you've still got quite the road ahead of you first. Let's just look back briefly to the loss to Q9. How did you bounce back from that mentally?
I told my boys just restart. It's okay. We have another lives left, and we're gonna come back stronger. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to keep you too long because I know that you didn't even know this. I'm just revealing this to you now. You are about to play once again here tonight to complete things out. You will face off against either Wolves or OUG to secure your spot going forward into the next stage. Who would you rather face and why?
I would rather face. I think for me, honestly, I would face anyone because we're prepared and we're ready to take them all.
All right, well, best of luck. Go and get a little bit of rest and preparation before your final battle here this evening. And we will go right back to the desk to look ahead at what's to come.
We've wrapped up another series. The winner is STE, and their job is not done yet, which is insane. All right, Alan? I mean, talk to me about the endurance that is required of our players for that.
Lower bracket runs are exhausting, period. And I think especially in a game like COD Mobile, which is so fast, so frenetic all the time, you need to be on your game immediately. And again, like even if you get through today, you're still got to play through a lower bracket and then jump into a grand finals where you start with a disadvantage. So hard to come back off of two tough opponents, two very emotionally charged series, regain, but that's the name of the game, my friends.
But now thoughts, though, proper on what you saw that you liked out of them in this that now could potentially play into the final match for them of the day.
I think that Alan kind of honed it in wonderfully, right? I mean, when you think about like this team, Stalwart Esports, like they're icy, like they're constantly putting themselves in situations that where you think that the gunfights would be easy. They ended up losing out on trades in a multitude of situations, but you go back to that raid control play, like that's pretty much how they were able to eke out so many different opportunities against some of the other top teams. Can they continuously do that? Find the consistency? I'm not too sure because, again, it's a long day of Call of Duty Mobile.
Well, we'll check out that bracket so everybody at home can see where we're at so far in the competition. So you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, early in the day, it was Q9 that secured that spot in our winners finals. That will be happening tomorrow to kick off the day. What we're going to be focusing on here to close out the day will be that lower bracket. We just got the 3-0 out of Stalwart Esports over Gallerus, which means they have to now wait to see who they'll be facing off against. Will it be Wolves or OUG? That matchup is happening right now on Stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So we're going to wait for the winner there, and then whoever wins will then face off against STE.
Got you.
Yeah.
I forgot we got a little staggered right there. I got all mixed up. I've been discombobulated.
That's what I'm here for.
I know.
You're recombobulated.
Is that a thing? Can I be recombobulated?
Now you've got it all figured out. So that's where we're at, which means that's the final match for Stream B today. So if you guys want to head on over there and check that out and see how that goes, and then the final match on Stream A will be here when we get that winner. So still a few more things to finish off the second day of our Call of Duty Mobile World Championships here in 2025 proper. So like Alan was just mentioning before, this is truly a really long and arduous run.
I would say. I mean, even after all the groups having to play an extra match yesterday, going into to garner you a map win. It's being, I guess, out of the realm of what your opponent is going to expect. And we have seen that from this Gallerus team back on Crossfire versus Wolves. Being able to take opportunities out of thin air, specifically with Lucas. He's going to spawn into this one with the Annihilator, I'm sure, but the problem is that you go in towards raid where I wouldn't say the H-Sub shotgun is null and void, but you're not going to find that double shotgun hit that we got on Crossfire.
Yeah, for sure. At this stage of the tournament, I think anything is winnable.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that just because I went all in on Gallerus winning here. Taking a look, we do also have, of course, multiple matches that had been happening at one point in time, and we have not heard much about what's going on with the New Gen Ninjas and OUG games. So with that, and with this small break, we'll throw things back over to Beat Mom to give us an update on what's going on the second screen.
Two different storylines so far in day number 2. Upper bracket finals, Elevate and Q9. They're going to be going up against each other. Haven't lost at all in this competition. But on the other hand, take a look at the bottom. We got teams at the brink of elimination. This is day number 2, baby. I can't wait for the action.
So you see it down there, OUG get past New Gen Ninjas. So we've got all 3 Chinese representatives making it into the top 6. And of course, the big news is that Wolves OUG, that's been a saucy series when they played at CDM. So I wouldn't rule anyone away from what that could look like as we eventually get there. Me off for free? No chance.
The vibes up there, crazy. Dogs out, ready to slay out. I mean, yeah, get the family.
Dude. I can't, dude. Oh, brother. Oh, man.
World Championships, Saturdays, Sundays. This is always so fun when the COD mobile community gets together. You never know what's going to happen. Kind of like boxed chocolates. Never know when you're going to get it.
Mihawk goes so rogue, bro.
He really does.
Whatever he wants, he gets. Apparently. I did not make that rule up, but apparently
he got his bathroom break and he came flying back over here. And the reason why he was so fast is because he had just the best rid possible.
Oh, man. I love mobile gamers, dude. These guys are nuts.
Gallows are looking locked up. They're sitting there chatting even probably about that first round strategy, even trying to play a couple rounds down the line. And I know that that's something that Lucasson really does pride himself off of when it comes down to this team, is the over-preparation, trying to get these guys within the right headspace for a couple rounds down the line, thinking a few steps ahead. Fist bumps are out, loadouts are being selected. Is this where the story ends for you, Gallerus? I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
I mean, whatever it's going to be, if this has to be a 3-0, it's going to be real tight, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be real tight.
Real competitive series so far. Gallerus with their biggest test yet on the day ever since winners round 1, Awake All versus Wolves. And now back truly against the elimination wall. They have to win rate control.
Hell of a start here for Stalwart, able to find a 4-for-2 opening exchange. And still sniping in the hand hot. As FDX will be trying to do the same thing, but is playing this scope in Zig, a.k.a. he's got the prize fighters out. Reef watching his cross, is trying to keep him alive, and whoa, there we go, diving on into the action. Gallerus stabilizing those, Mihawk and Zeus catch 3 in the middle of the map, will go to the Latin Americans.
I mean, hey, even though you can't get away with 2 shotguns, even a single one like Mihawk with the SMG in his hand, like, still just as deadly. Being able to get themselves that 3-life advantage for Stalwart, though, that's where you're going to be leaning into intermediate win condition, is just constantly playing out these trades.
Mihawk at money window. Trying to watch things as Gallerus trying to stay off this spawn trap, and Hen will say not so fast. What's crack-a-lackin'? 17-14 in the life count, 25 seconds remaining, and that means that Gallerus have to commit to something. Tons of nades over the top, but it's 3 down, and Gallerus can pause the clock with 22 seconds as they try to play around B.
You get more players that are actually spawning parallel over towards Laundry, so these nades are going to be resupplemented. Skurd, Reef able to move their way forward. You got more players nearby resupplementing these nades, and now if you're Gallerus, you're kind of forced to get back over towards A. They spawn parallel to it, Alan, but they're late to hop it.
That's fine. They're able to get this thing back to a 10-10 count. Hen's got an opportunity to stall things with the Pred missile. Lucasson also connects. Now a life lead to Gallerus. 9 seconds is where the clock comes to a pause as the first take gets locked. An opportunity to try to get a little bit more here, as Hen has a Sparrow at the ready if he wants it. Stalwart trying to pull a full surround, trying to get bedroom control. FDX at money window is smoked out, and here's the Sparrow for Hen. Countered by the one from Reef. Who hits harder? Reef loses the charge. Mihawk and Hen continue to connect. 8v4 situation. Third tick of progress coming through, but Stalwart clean the zone. 4v4. 5 seconds on the clock. Is anyone to get there to touch it? Time. It's going to be a foot race. Oh, no, they don't. Just barely.
So close until it was so far away. Just the 2 segments captured there for Gallerus. Keep in mind for the round 5 defense at the very least, but what a wonderful job of just constantly cycling players out of these powerful positions. Those delayed spawns that came through to the backside of Laundry to resupplement those nades, that doesn't end up coming through as quick as it did. They probably don't recontest that ring assault. So now over towards the offense. Here comes Stalwart, immediately through the map, trying to get over towards A first.
And they're just quick to get over towards bottom side Tiki and through the pool. It's a good old-fashioned wellness weekend for them on the A zone. STE looking clean on this opening breakoff. Operators are still relatively even, but the lives are at this point, if you're Gallerus, if you don't find an opening elimination to crack the code on this, you're chalking and rotating.
Should be. Death Machine's now pulled out as well for Skirt. Gets shut down. Nade stuns over the top. Gallerus are positioning themselves in money window for the contest and through open stairs.
What?
They found the opening, Alan, and they were able to swarm around the A zone. So the second segment does get locked, but now Parallel are stalwart to be.
That looked like is about as easy to read as it possibly could have been with Gallerus coming through laundry, cracking through middle. That should have been a full cross cut.
Absolutely.
That Stalwart should have expected, but it gives Gallerus an opportunity. Foki onto the Tempest. Hasn't had a chance to really pop it yet. Second tick at B starting to be worked on as Stalwart are really putting a lot of good objective focus into the minds of Gallerus. Second tick going to get locked here as Lucasen is a little late to the kill. Even though we're tied in lives, major opportunity for Stalwart to extend the clock.
I mean, pick your poison here. You got players already lurking around Tiki, which FDX, he pulls the Annihilator to be able to win the 1v1. Knows that there's another player inside a money window, and who else is it but the Annihilator player himself of Lucasen to shut down the opposite side. No third segment being worked on quite yet, but positioning being taken by Stalwart to get back over towards A.
E-Hawk has to win this 1v1. And I don't know if he knows that FDX is here. Oh, and how about a little left right? But did they know that Foki has taken that same position? Focus is over towards A. Defense for Gallerus, trying to fight that off and keep the clock ticking. But it looks like Jai and the rest of Stalwart will get the extra 60. One life edge. But the biggest thing is this may not even be down to a TDM. You have to be perfect for Gallerus to keep Stalwart off the zone with that second tick already locked.
That's absolutely right. And keep in mind, you FDX did connect with a nade on a Foki, so he knows that he's still lurking around here looking for the spawn trap. But that's one less player that both these two teams have been missing. Two, if you're counting for Gallerus, if they want to try to retake over by that A zone.
You can't spawn trap when it's a 4v6. There's no more respawns available. You gotta win out from the front. 4v5, oh, the timing for Foki. Do they expect this? Here comes the help to try to re-clear laundry. May not make a difference. Clover's already up top. FDX able to connect 1-1, 3v1 situation. And they do get the read onto Foki. A quick 2-0 edge for Stalwart.
It's looking good. To be closing things out here. Gallerus really got to piece things together here. This opening engagement is just about everything possible. And what do they even have for it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Opening nades, maybe gunfights. Lucasen now has a sniper rifle in hand. One operator ready for reef. It's the Sparrow, and he just goes straight through Zig. He sees everybody in open stairs. That trophy system was so dead.
Middle of the map instantly taken by Stalwart. Gallerus trying to cover this hit with smoke. But they're stuck at the moment. And this does not feel good. At least they were able to stop any potential spawn threat. You've also got a death machine working around the back. Oh, this is taking a lot of ammunition, tell you would. Oh boy. At least Mihawk is eventually able to connect, but he's going to run out of this thing. And for Gallerus, it doesn't turn into too much in terms of offensive pressure. They're hurting. Keep fighting.
They are indeed hurting. Gallerus got to start fighting. Trying to get themselves over towards his A control zone. Just to try to stall out the clock, let alone get a couple of segments. Reverse sweep of the control would be an insane feat. And they're fighting the eliminations not only to continue the zone progress, Alan, but also get a 3-life lead. And they have operators for rotation. They're holding on to them just in case these players over by jungle lose their life.
I mean, this would be wicked. Not talking about the one with Gwenda. Talking about what we got out of